sir. I'm back. It's your boy Part T, Straight Blazing Podcast here. Time for another Straight Blazing short. This one is going to be short, I promise. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been out? I'm talking to the fellas here. Have you ever been out and you see an older dude who looked like, maybe he's in his 50s, possibly early 60s, and you like, damn, he looked like he might have, back in the day, he might have been able to get on somebody's head and whoop him if they got at him the wrong way. He's in his 50s or 60s. You might be sizing him up. Maybe y'all had a interaction. Maybe he looked at you. You thought he looked at you funny, or maybe he thought you looked at him funny, whatever. Now imagine that this old dude, and I don't want to sound disrespectful because I don't want to get lumped up. Imagine this dude is Mike Tyson. Apparently, Iron Mike still got it. So, many of you probably know who Wack 100 is. He's a manager of Rapper The Game. Okay, he's been involved in hip hop for some years, going back quite a while now. He was just recently, I want to say a few days ago, was on Mike Tyson's podcast, and things got a little heated. And in the past, he's had some very inflammatory things, borderline and disrespectful things to say about Tupac Shakur, who, as most of us know, Tupac and Mike Tyson, they was boys. They knew each other, from way back in New York. Pac was Iron Mike's boy, point blank. Apparently things got heated during the interview on the podcast, and Wack 100 went on social media. I want to say either later that day or the next day. He had a prescription bottle of some pain medication, and he basically said, Iron Mike, he's still quick. Mike Tyson is still quick with the hands. This is according to Wack 100, which I give credit. A lot of folks in the industry, a lot of these dudes in the industry now, Wack 100, he from the streets. So he took it like a man, it's Mike Tyson. That's not even, you don't even lose stripes for that. It's Mike Tyson. He's a trained professional boxer. Unless you hold the same regard with the hands, you shouldn't win that fight. You should not win that. It doesn't matter. You shouldn't win that. So he don't lose no stripes for that. Not in my opinion. Not that my opinion matters, but he don't lose nothing for that. So, if anybody clowning, it's like, I don't think you really want to take a punch from Mike Tyson. He took a couple apparently, but he fessed up to it. I haven't heard him deny it because he's the one that came out, and I first heard him. He was posting it on social media the first I heard about it. So he's not that embarrassed by it. It's a story to tell. I put it like that. It is a story to tell. But yeah, apparently Mike Tyson still got them hands. Now, for some of you that are, a little younger, Mike Tyson's 52, so he's not old, but he's older. I'll put it like that. He's older. I'll put it like that. But still early 50s, and he's still quick with the hands. Something like that. You boxed your whole life, you fought your whole life. I don't think that goes anywhere. He might be 82, still KOing people. Because, and like I said, Pac was his boy. So I guess the subject of Tupac came up during the interview, during the podcast. And yeah, it went there. It got there, got heated. As he said, I think Wack 100 put it, it got a little warm in the room. And apparently there's video out there too. Now, of course, this is 2019. Of course there's video out there. It wasn't just them in the room, so someone pulled out a phone, okay? And it was probably being filmed anyway for the podcast, so yeah, there's video. It's going to surface if it hasn't yet at time of this recording, or by the time this is out, you hear this, sure the video will be out there. But I just think that's just a hell of a story. You go to do an interview with Mike Tyson on his podcast and you get in a fight with him. That's wild. I just think that's wild. I just think that's absolutely wild. Now, if you've never seen Mike Tyson, especially in his heyday, 86 through 90-ish, in that era, if you've never seen him in that era, just Google it. He was dropping cats. They was dropping like flies. I mean, this is why he's such a pop culture, hip hop culture, black people culture, everybody culture icon. Because he was dropping fools. He was dropping folks back in the day. Just like it was nothing. His fights were lasting around 2, if that. Back then, if you got to the third round, consider that a W. All right, but that's it. We're going to keep an eye on this, and hopefully that video, I'm sure that video will pop up soon. It's your boy Party, Straight Blazing Podcast, Straight Blazing Short. Word to the Culture channel on YouTube. Get at us. Oh yes, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, or even a thumbs down if you didn't. And also let us know in the comments as well. And don't forget to share us with a friend, family member, or hey, even a stranger on the street will do. I'll catch you in the next video.